Good morning, live here from Palm Springs Stadium. George Hathaway alongside Evan Schmeiser. Sorry for the technical difficulties to start things off. Here we are, top of the third inning. Still knotted up at 0 apiece here as the A's are at bat right now. Arriaga leading things off as he's going to line that one back into foul territory. Quick 0-1 count for him here with McKee on deck. As they have extra hitters here in the PSCL, 10 batters, 9 guys on the field. 0-1 count. Here's a pitch, going to be swing and a miss, strike 2. As Arriaga quickly down in the count. On the mound for the Bombers is Andrew Bench.
Bench is on to relieve the starting pitcher, Bridger Holmes. Holmes went a clean first 2 innings, just no hits surrendered, struck out 5 over 2 innings. Very impressive outing. It'll be a nice, even 108 degrees out here in the desert.
As Arriaga going to go down swinging for the first out at the top of the third inning, which brings up McKee.
1 batter, 1 strikeout for Andrew Bench. A lot of strikeouts early, George.
McKee, the designated hitter for this A's team. As that pitch there from Bench going to be down low. 1-0 count for McKee.
Dylan McKee, Colorado resident. Definitely get to Colorado at some point, George. Not ventured out there yet on any of my road trips.
1-1 count coming up for the sophomore at West Valley College. 1 out, nobody on here. Top of the third inning, still knotted up at 0 apiece. McKee gonna watch that one go. Quickly a 2-1 count with Cook on deck with 1 out. A's are led by manager Don Bray, as that's gonna be fouled off. 2-2 count. Don Bray, assistant coach for the Palm Springs Power. You can see him in action this evening. Bray, he also won the Coach of the Year in the PSCL in 2021. Very decorated manager here for the A's. 2-2 count coming up for McKee.
Yeah, he knows the game quite well, George. Especially during the off-season, plenty of hitting, pitching lessons, both locals and out-of-towners.
As a drop third strike there, McKee going to be out. 2 outs here, top of the third inning. Bench still on the mound for the Bombers.
That was a good-looking breaking ball there from Andrew Bench. Heading the count, able to get it down in the dirt. Good job trusting his catcher, especially to block that pitch.
Brant Cook going to be the extra hitter for the A's. Freshman from Chesapeake College, staying at 5'11". 2 outs, nobody on. The pitch going to be swing and a miss. Cook struck out in the top of the first inning as well. Here's the 0-1 from Bench. He popped up right over onto the concourse by third base side. Cook down in the count 0-2. Cook gonna hit that one up over to left field, and that's gonna retire the inning. A 1-2-3 inning for Bench as he comes in here, top of the third. Bottom half due up next when we return. Welcome back. Early morning baseball here at Palm Springs Stadium. A's Bombers. Opening day for the PSCL as Walker leading things off here. Bottom of the third inning. Still tied up at 0 apiece. Lots of games going on in the PSCL. 1-1 count for Walker.
According to Keaton, Walker also likes to go by K-Dub. Resident of Broomfield, Colorado, currently attending South Mountain Community College, and exercise science major.
Holmes delivers a 1-1. Walker going to swing and miss on the slider there. 1-2.
Another good-looking breaking ball there from Bridger Holmes, able to get it down in the way. Absolutely nothing the hitter can do with that. There's another good one for strike 3.
First out of the inning for Holmes on the bump for the A's. I'm going to go down swinging for Walker, which brings us up to Gonzalez. Julian Gonzalez, sophomore. Sitting at 5'11", 190. One out, nobody on. Bottom 3. Still up 0 apiece. One out. Holmes delivers. Breaking ball there, going to be too low. 1-0 count for Gonzalez.
Gonzalez currently plays for Mount San Jacinto College. It's another local guy. Plenty of local guys, plenty of other guys coming from all over the country.
Yes, it's going to be 1-1 count for Gonzalez. Another breaking ball. He goes down swinging on that one.
You know, George, it was interesting picking up several of these guys from the airport, asking them where they're coming from. A couple from Colorado, a couple from West Texas. I got one from Arkansas.
Another slider there from Holmes. 1-2 count coming up for Gonzalez.
All the college baseball players definitely stick out as they're coming off of their planes towards the baggage area.
And that's going to get Gonzalez looking for strike number 3 in the second out here. Bottom of the third inning, still 0-0. Which brings us to Del Villar, who's stepping in the batter's box now. Yeah, Jason Del Villar, a freshman at San Bernardino Valley College.
Wondered if he realized it was his turn to bat. Just getting his batting gloves on now. It took a moment for him to come out of the dugout. Well, it's opening day for everybody here in the PSCL.
Several games going on all at once here at Palm Springs Stadium. A few at the high school field and a turf field as well in the foreground.
Turf field just beyond the wall in right center field. Somebody's able to hit a long ball. Might see someone might get a little surprise coming from another field.
First pitch from Holmes, going to get in for strike 1.
Holmes done a very good job getting ahead with his fastball. He's been commanding extremely well, both on the inside and outside parts of the plate, setting up his breaking ball in a really good way. Once again, he's ahead 0-2.
Bombers led by Thomas Nelson, their manager. 0-2 count coming up for Jason Del Villar. With 2 outs, nobody on. Here's the 0-2. Going to be a breaking ball down and away. Still with 2 outs. Beautiful morning here in Palm Springs, California. At start of the game, it was reaching 98 already. It's going to be a hot day. Luck we got the Misters going here at the stadium. As Del Villar going to pop that one up.
It's coming back our way. Oh, never mind, a little short.
And that's going to go right into the VIP pit here.
It almost got a piece of one of our favorite ground crew members. Fortunately, it just missed him.
Andrew Garcia out there.
Yeah,
Heads up play.
Andrew.
Yeah. Played a little bit of college ball as well, Andrew Garcia. Very good. He was a pitcher. Still 1-2. Here's a pitch from Holmes. Going to be out and away. The slider there from him.
A rare take on one of those breaking balls outside the zone. You wonder if these bomber hitters are able to time Holmes a little bit better second time through the order.
2-2 count with 2 outs, nobody on. Still knotted up at 0 apiece. That's going to be a ground ball right up the middle. That's going to get through for a base hit. And that's going to be a hit for Jason Del Villar. First hit of the game for the Bombers comes bottom of the 3rd inning. Waite's going to talk things over with Holmes on the bump. Just a quick moment with 2 outs, 1 runner on.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt at all. If you're the catcher, go out, talk to your pitcher, try to settle him down. Only his first hit, given up. Hasn't walked anybody yet. If you're Holmes and the Bombers, you want to try. Holmes and the A's, you want to try and continue your pace.
Weinstein at the plate for the Bombers. 1-0 count coming up for him. A check back over from Holmes.
Weinstein currently attending Cuesta College. We got a pinch runner coming on. That's interesting to see. That'll be Keaton Walker coming on as a pinch runner.
The check back over from Holmes.
So no substitution, as that pinch runners just for the PSCL pinch runners with 2 outs will be allowed for the pitchers and the catchers. So no substitution. But nonetheless, it is Keaton Walker running on first base.
1-2, now going to be a 2-0 count for Weinstein. Weinstein, the extra hitter for the Bombers. Going to get in the breaking ball for strike 1. As Weinstein up in the count, 2-1 with 1 runner on. Still up 0-0, bottom of the 3rd inning. George Hathaway alongside Evan Schmeiser here. The 2-1 from Holmes. Going to be lined back. We're all knotted up at 2 apiece. 2-2 count for Weinstein.
You know, George, that's a tough pitch right there. Fastball down and in. It was a good pitch over the plate. Absolutely nothing the batter can do with that.
Two outs, 1 runner on. Though Holmes delivers. Gonna be outside the curveball there. Full count.
That was one of the flatter curveballs that we've seen from Bridger Holmes so far today. Most of them have been extremely sharp, especially along the outside part of the plate. That one a little bit slower, not quite as much break, may not even start in the strike zone.
3-2. As Del Villar gonna go. However, Weinstein strikes out and gonna retire the inning. And it's good pitching performance from Holmes. Gonna bring us to the top of the 4th when we return. Welcome back, Palm Springs Stadium. Early morning baseball here, an opening day for the PSCL A's Bombers. Tuning in, George Hathaway alongside Evan Schmeiser here. Campagna leading things off for the A's. Top of the fourth inning, still knotted up at 0 apiece. Campagna over in right field for the A's. Struck out in his first plate appearance in the top of the first inning.
At this rate, that would go for most of the hitters. First at bat with a strikeout.
Campagna going to swing and miss. Bench on the bump still, the second straight inning. We're going to see him here. Oh, 1 count coming up for Campagna. Breaking ball, they're going to get inside. 0-2 count quickly for Campagna.
Once again, we see another pitcher getting ahead in the count. 0-2, a lot of 0-2 counts, a lot of 1-2 counts. You're a much better pitcher if you're able to get strike one, especially an effective strike one. So then you have so many options. Right there, Andrew Bench went inside with a fastball. He could go away with a breaking ball. He could bounce a pitch.
Campagna did not swing on that one. Just graduated from Wando High School. Sitting at 5'10", 180. The righty chopped that one up over to Frazier. That's short, and they're going to get him in time for the first out of the inning. Still 0-0. Which brings up Irwin, who had a base hit for the A's in the top of the first inning. One of the only 2 hits for the A's, led by manager Don Bray. 1 out, nobody on. Bench, a little bit of a toe tap, deals. Gonna get on the upside corner for 0-1 count for Irwin.
You know, George, this goes for both teams right now. They're gonna have to start swinging, especially on these early in the count. A lot of these pitches in the strike zone.
4-seam fastball upstairs, 1-1 count with 1 out. Jackson Irwin at the plate, a freshman at Frank Phillips Community College. The toe tap from Bench, going to be popped up into the air. And over to center field, Winton getting underneath that one for the second out.
That's probably one of the better hit balls that we've seen so far today.
Which brings up Ham for the A's. Grounded out in his first plate appearance. Billy Ham, a freshman at University of Nevada, Reno. 2 outs, nobody on for the A's. Still knotted up at 0 apiece. Who's going to strike first? The big question here. As Billy Ham looking to be the answer here. Top of the fourth inning. Opening day for the PSCL. 1-0 count. Here's the pitch. Going to be chopped up over to Yoshiba at second. And the throw is going to be out and away. And Ham's going to go over to second. And it's going to go into the dugout. And they're going to give him the free base there off the error.
Yeah, you talk about a break. It was a nice play by Yoshiba initially on the back, and the ball was hit pretty sharply going towards the middle as he had to make the backhand. Didn't quite set his feet, though. And that led to the bad throw going into the dugout. And so a 2-out break for the A's. And a chance to try to catch him with 2 outs to get on the board.
Del Villar and Bench going to have a meeting on the mound briefly. As the next batter is going to be Xander Bretza, who had a base hit in the second inning. And a base hit here would bring Ham in on home to score, as it's still 0-0, top of the fourth inning.
All 3 outfielders are playing relatively deep. Yoshiba comes over. They're not really holding him on at second base, though.
Breaking ball going to go right down Main Street for strike 1.
So it's a chance out there to get a really big secondary lead and get a really good jump on the ball to the outfield, especially with 2 outs. So a run should score on a base hit.
0-1, here's a pitch. That's going to be chopped through, and that's going to get
trouble.
through for a base hit.
Bray's going to wave him around.
Here comes Ham on home to score, and that's going to be an RBI single there for Bretza, second hit of the day. And the A's take a commanding 1-0 lead here, top of the fourth inning.
And you know, that's a really good piece of hitting. Getting a fastball outer part of the plate. Hitters have struggled with that pitch for the most part today. Hits it right through the hole. Absolutely no chance to throw Ham out because all the outfielders just playing way too deep. Easy wave around for manager Donald Bray as the A's take a 1-0 lead. And they're able to cash in on that 2-out error.
Jack Painter at the plate, struck out in his first appearance in the second inning. 2 outs, 1 runner on for the A's who have a 1-0 lead, top of the fourth inning. Thanks to an RBI single from Bretza. Bench delivers. Bretza going to go steal, and he's going to get there in time.
Close.
As Del Villar did not get the throw in time. Bretza now in scoring position on second after he stole. Painter looking to repeat what Bretza just did in the previous at-bat. Was a good lead 2-0 count.
Once again, a big hole over on the right side. Yoshiba, the second baseman, playing a little more over towards the second base bag. Trying to keep the runner a little bit close. But last at bat, he was doing just that. The ball went right on past him, and if he were playing in his normal spot, it would have been an easy out.
2-1 count with 2 outs. Runner in scoring position for the A's with a 1-0 lead. Top of the fourth. Pitch from bench. That's going to be lined back. 2-2 count for Painter. No wind here in Palm Springs, California. A lot of dry heat. 98 degrees to start things off. And some early morning baseball.
Yesterday got up to 110 degrees.
So yeah, today's going to be even hotter as we have games throughout the day. And the breaking ball there as Painter going to go down swinging. Going to retire the inning. However, the A's strike first. They're on the board 1-0 after Ham comes in to score after an RBI single from Bretza. And we're now going to go to the bottom of the fourth inning, seeing if the Bombers can rally back. Good morning from Palm Springs Stadium here in Palm Springs, California. So you're watching opening day here in the PSCL. A's Bombers going at it as the A's are up 1-0 early on. Holmes still on the bump for the A's. He has 8 strikeouts so far here. We're only in the bottom of the fourth inning. Here's a pitch. That's going to get inside for strike one.
Now, Holmes has been really, really impressive. Once again, able to get strike one. He's a great command of his fastball, especially along that outer part of the plate to a right-handed batter. And not a whole lot of early swings in the count either from the A's. They're allowing Holmes to get strike one consistently. And it's able to set up his breaking ball along the outer side.
1-1, going to be chopped right up over to center
trouble.
field, and
That's
that gets
trouble.
over the head of Painter. As Yoshiba coming in on second, he's not stopping. The
They
wheels
better
are still
hustle.
turning.
He might circle the bases.
As-
Oh, he might go now.
No, Nelson's going to hold him up over on third after a huge triple there from Yoshiba. Puts him 90 feet away from home. One of the first triples we've seen here for the PSCL comes from the leadoff hitter Yoshiba, who's now 1 for 2.
Yeah, and that'll have to go down as a 3-base hit. Center fielder, wonder if he got a little bit of sun in his eyes, fell down. Looked like he might have had a beat on that ball initially. Then as he fell, it went right over his head, and that ball just kept on rolling all the way to the track. The A's are fortunate that Yoshiba didn't circle the bases to tie the game.
2-0 count coming up for Frazier.
Interesting decision as well. Middle infielders are both playing back. So it looks like the A's are willing to concede a run on the ball to second base or shortstop in exchange for an out.
And they also probably have a lot of faith in Holmes as well on the bump. Here he has 8 strikeouts. As we're in the bottom of the 4th inning, A's up 1-0. 2-1 count coming up for Frazier. The freshman at Mount Marty University over at shortstop this morning for the Bombers. 3-1 count for Frazier. There's a few breaking balls, just too low, as he's going to pop that up over down the first base line. Going to be full count coming up for Frazier, as Holmes able to battle back for the A's.
Well, if you're Frazier, especially with the second baseman and shortstop both playing back, you want to put this ball in play any way you can. You need to get your team on the board, tie this game up, especially after giving up the run last inning coming off of the error.
Full count, here's a pitch. And that's going to get him looking for strike 3 up in the upstairs corner. The fastball there from Holmes. Going to send Frazier back to the dugout with 1 out. And Yoshiba in scoring position, which brings up Holland.
And, you know, if you're Frazier, that pitch is borderline. It could have gone either way, but that pitch along the outer part of the plate, maybe an inch or two off of it, it's been a strike consistently all day. You get that breaking ball, you need to find a way to put that in play, or at the very least hit it foul.
Breaking ball there. Going to go down swinging. It's Troy Holland. 6'4" freshman from Chaffee College. A's are up 1-0. Here, bottom of the 4th inning. Here's the 0-1. And that is going to be fair. That's going to be a fair ball down the left field line as Yoshiba comes in on to score. And we're tied up at 1 apiece after the RBI single from Holland.
And, you know, it's a great piece of hitting from Holland, especially even better job picking up his teammate Frazier, struck out his last at bat, getting that run in. I'm very surprised Holland's not on second base, though. I understand the ball could have gone either way. That went deep into the corner down the left field line, and he wasn't hustling that much going up the first base line.
Holmes delivers. Going to be in for a strike for one.
So that's big that Holland's not on second base. Now the A's have a chance to try and turn 2 on a ground ball.
Now batting for the Bombers. It's going to be number 18, Trevor Gruszka. 0-2 count quickly for him here.
For the A's, you have Jack Hagan warming up in the bullpen.
Here's the 0-2 from Holmes. That's going to be fouled off as Gruszka still alive at the plate. He's over in right field for the Bombers this afternoon.
You know, George, a lot of these players are coming, they're not local guys, and especially if you're starting the game, and if you're a pitcher, these kind of elements, they can really take a toll on you. And with the dry air, they can start to hit you quickly. After a really good start Bridger Holmes' fastball is not quite. It's not quite the same pitch as it was an inning or two ago. The breaking ball isn't breaking quite as much as it did earlier. So that ball is going to go foul. And you're seeing some better swings from the Bombers this inning.
Both teams have 3 hits. Both teams have scored 1 run. And we're in the bottom of the 4th inning. It's an 0-2 count coming up for Gushka. With only 1 out, Holland on first after an RBI single from him that trickled down the left field line. And goes down swinging. It's Gushka, the breaking ball. That's the 10th strikeout of the ball game for Holmes on the mound for the A's.
This has been a really impressive outing from Holmes with those 10 strikeouts. He's done it with every pitch. He's commanded both sides of the plate extremely well. Hasn't made too many mistakes. Just a couple of mistakes this inning, frankly, on a couple hard hit balls from the A's. You have to imagine this will be his last inning of work as he gets ahead strike 1 once again.
And it's Winton at the plate, the lefty for the Bombers. Cooper Winton, a freshman from Merced College, going to pop that up into the air into left field, and that's going to go into foul territory. Irwin just unable to get there in time, went right in between the bullpen of the Bombers. 0-2 count coming up for Winton with 2 outs.
George, it feels like we've been saying it for nearly every batter from Bridger Holmes. 0-2 count, 1-2 count. Makes a big difference when you're able to get ahead in the count like that.
Holland, lone runner on for the Bombers. Tied up at 1 apiece, bottom of the 4th. As that's going to say it hit him. And that puts Winton on base, with Holland now in scoring position on second. Maccabee step into the batter's box now. Christian Maccabee from McPherson College, a freshman staying at 6 foot.
Well, George, that's a major break if you're Caleb Waits and the A's. That was an 0-2 count. It was a nasty-looking breaking ball, almost got a swing, but ultimately ends up hitting the batter. Last thing you want to do is put a guy on when you're up 0-2 in the count. And now you move Holland up to second base. You have another runner in scoring position.
Still 2 outs, 2 runners on. Bottom of the 4th inning, still knotted up at 1 apiece.
Once again, the outfielders are playing relatively deep, especially in left field.
Curveball there, just goes outside. 1-0 count for Maccabee coming up.
Not holding on Troy Holland at second base. He's definitely going to want to get a good walking lead, a good secondary lead.
Breaking ball down low, 2-0 count for Maccabee. Holmes on the bump. Has 10 strikeouts in the ball game. Nelson the manager for the Bombers, talking to one of the officials.
That was a short conversation, and they're going to send out a runner for Holland.
Yeah, it's going to be a pinch runner.
They'll send Christopher Perez out there. Troy Holland delivered a game-tying single earlier in the inning, and now they're gonna run for him here with 2 outs in the 4th.
Maccabee up on the count, 2-0. Breaking ball swings at it there. Gonna be 2-1 count now with 2 outs, 2 runners on. Go ahead run on second base for the Bombers. Here's a 2-1 pitch from Holmes, gonna be outside. As Maccabee up now 3-1 in the count.
Wonder if this will be the last hitter for Bridger Holmes. Pitch count, a few deeper counts in this inning. Pitch count starting to get a little bit higher. The strong Southern California sun, the heat doesn't make anything easier out there as he's trying to get through his 4th inning.
3-1 from Holmes. As Maccabee gonna go swinging on that one. Right now at a full count, 2 outs.
That was a very late swing from Maccabee, especially on a 3-1 count. If I'm Bridger Holmes, I go right back to that same spot on the outer part of the plate with another fastball.
Full count. Here's a pitch from Holmes. As that's gonna get through for a base hit. Young gonna come in to score. As they're gonna hold up Winton on third. That's going to be another RBI single. And now the Bombers have the 2-1 lead. Bottom of the fourth inning. Don Bray going to come out to the mound to talk to Holmes. Looks like they're going to go to the bullpen here with 2 outs. Runners on the corners for the Bombers.
Well, he hasn't signaled to the bullpen quite yet, George. He's brought the whole infield in, talking things over. Jack Hagan's still throwing in the bullpen as of right now.
So Young comes in to score after he was pinch hitting. It looks like they are going to keep Holmes on the hill for the A's after an RBI single from Maccabee on a full count. Winton on third, 90 feet away from home, looking to extend the lead. As the Bombers up 2-1 with 2 outs.
You got to give a lot of credit there to Christian Maccabee. He came back with the same pitch Holmes did after getting a swing and a miss on 3-1. He's able to deliver, go with the pitch, hit it to right field, and give his team the lead.
It's going to be Keaton Walker at the plate, the righty, with 2 outs. Runners on the corners for the Bombers. They're up 2-1 here, bottom of the fourth inning. Against the A's on opening day for the PSCL. Holmes breaking ball. Walker going to swing on that one, 0-1 count. Two outs here. Maccabee on first. Winton on as that's going to be a pass ball, and coming in on to score, it's Winton. And that now puts the Bombers up 3-1 in the bottom of the fourth inning. As a pass ball there, Maccabee now on second in scoring position. Holmes has done this really well. The first 3 innings, struck out 8 batters, and then 2 more here in the fourth inning, puts him up to 10 total strikeouts in the ball game.
Yeah, you might be starting to see a bit of fatigue there from Holmes. Just completely pulled that breaking ball as it went straight to the backstop.
1-2 count, excuse me, for Walker with 2 outs. It's been a long inning for the A's here on the defensive side. 1 runner on, that's Maccabee on second. Here's a 1-2, and goes down swinging for the 11th strikeout for Holmes, and that's going to retire the long inning. However, the Bombers are able to score 3 runs here in the bottom of the fourth inning, puts them up 3-1. We're going to transition now, top of the 5th inning, as the A's look to respond when we return. Good morning. Palm Springs Stadium, opening day for the PSCL. And as we have ourselves a really good game here, top of the 5th inning. Bombers up 3-1 in the ball game after they scored 3 runs in the bottom of the 4th inning. A's looking to respond here. There's a new pitcher on the mound. It's Nuki. And as the pitch there, going to be upstairs, 1-0 count. Early morning baseball here throughout Palm Springs, California. Got a lot of games going on. High school fields, turf fields. As another pitch, going to be a little bit of chin music, 2-0 count. That's Waits at the plate for the A's. 2-0 count. Here's a pitch from Nuki. Breaking ball going to get the upstairs corner for a 2-1 count. And as Waits in his first at bat flew out over to center field to Winton. 2-1. Here's a pitch. Going to be popped up into the air, shallow center field. And getting underneath that one is Frazier for the first out.
Nice play there from Frazier over at shortstop. That ball's hit a little bit in an in-between kind of spot. Whenever you have a chance, you want an outfielder to usually make that play. It's much easier if you're coming in like that, but a really good job from Frazier. Communicating early, showed confidence going after that ball, putting it away for the first out.
1 out, nobody on. As Skull gonna swing and miss on that one. Caleb Skull, freshman from Frank Phillips Community College. 0-1 count with 1 out. Here's the pitch from Nuki. Breaking ball down low. Skull struck out his first plate appearance in the top of the 2nd inning. As the A's looking to respond here. They're down 2 runs, 3-1. Here in the top of the 5th inning. Nuki upstairs. Going to be 2-1 count for Skull as he's up. Similar situation for Skull. Top of the 2nd inning. He was up 2-1 in the count and then eventually struck out. As he's going to swing out there, making it now 2-2 with 1 out. On deck is Arriaga for the A's. Here in beautiful Palm Springs, California. A lot of baseball today. Who doesn't love that at all? 2-2 count. Skull. Here's a pitch from Nuki.
That's hit pretty well.
And that's going to be hit over left field, and that's going to be fair down the left field line. As Skull hesitated over at first, it's going to be a long double there for him today. A lot of extra base hitting throughout the ball game here. And that's going to put him in scoring position on second. And it's Nelson going to talk to the home plate umpire, the manager for the Bombers.
I assume he's talking about whether that's a fair or foul ball, but just by the way that ball kicked out, you can see, or at least we can see from up here, you're going down the corners here in left field and right field. You have a bit of the grass kicks up a little bit, so just the way that ball bounced and shot over to the left in the corner, you can tell that ball hit right on the line, right where that grass and the warning track start to kick out. I don't know what happened at first base though. You wonder if Skull was busting it out of the box right away. Almost looked like he missed first base initially, had to go back and touch it in order to make it to second safely.
1 out, Skull in scoring position after the double there. Arriaga at the plate. Here's a pitch. Pitch there from Nuki, going to get in for a strike 1 with 1 out. Arriaga struck out in the 3rd inning, the first time we saw him at the plate. 0-1 count with 1 out. Here's a pitch from Nuki. As Arriaga down to the count, 0-2 now. Skull in scoring position. The A's are looking to get on board here in the top of the 5th inning. They're down 3-1.
Well, absolutely, George, especially after giving up 3 runs in the bottom of the 4th inning after initially taking the lead in their half. You absolutely need to answer back. Try and get at least 1 up on the board. Try and get the momentum a little bit back on your side.
Here's the 0-2 from Nuki. That's going to be outside, ball 1. McKee on deck for the A's. Bombers in their yellow uniforms with white pants. The A's with their red and white. Both teams rocking the beautiful orange PSCL hats. Here's a 1-2. And Arriaga going to go down swinging for the second time in the ball game. Now puts us to 2 outs here, top of the 5th inning, with McKee stepping in the batter's box and Skull in scoring position on second.
That's a really nice piece of pitching there from Ronan Nuki. After giving up that ringing double deep down the left field line, comes back, gets a 4-pitch strikeout. That painted a fastball down and away. Absolutely nothing the batter can do with that.
Dylan McKee, sophomore at West Valley College, standing at 5'8", the righty. Nuki's pitch, breaking ball, going to get in for strike 1.
Another good job there, getting strike 1. So many options open up as a pitcher if you're able to get strike 1. Allow you to use some of your other pitches, change speeds, take a few more chances that you may not do if you fall behind.
0-1 count. Nuki deals, as that's going to be chopped fair. And that's going to go down the left field line. Coming in to score at Skull. And that is going to be an RBI double there for Dylan McKee. And now the Skull scores. And now the A's are down by 1 run, top of the 5th inning.
Yeah, that wasn't a bad pitch there either from Ronan Nuki. Tried to go back to the inside part of the plate. He's done it successfully so far this inning. Just a much better piece of hitting from McKee. Shooting it down the left field line. And he was hustling out of the box, too, right away.
2 outs. Here, top of the 5th inning. As that hit there from Spencer Middleton going to be fouled off, the freshman at Andrew College. Going to be coming off the bench for Cook. And it's going to be 0-2 count coming up for Middleton. Tying run at second, that's McKee. A base hit would bring him in home. And as we've seen 2 doubles already from the A's.
Ooh.
As a pitch there from Nuki upstairs, 1-2.
That pitch just missed.
One, 2 count, 2 outs. Here at top of the 5th. And there goes McKee over to third, and he's going to be safe. Now puts him 90 feet away from home in scoring position, just a little bit closer with 2 outs.
Well, that was a really athletic play from the third baseman, Paul Gonzalez. That throw absolutely sailed from the catcher, and then nearly went into left field, which could have easily been the tying run for the A's.
2-2 count, 2 outs, 1 runner on. Nuki on the hill for the Bombers. Here's a pitch. Breaking ball down low, full count for Middleton.
And if you're Nuki, this is one of those situations you want to understand what kind of batter you have on deck. It is a full count. You don't necessarily have to give him too good of a pitch. You have first base open.
Full count, the pitch.
Ooh.
As that's going to be ball number 4. Middleton going to get his free base. And that puts runners on the corners for the A's with 2 outs. As Viller and Nuki are going to walk and talk to the mound. Now batting is going to be Sebastian Moore.
And that was a good play there from Jason Del Villar, the catcher. That pitch bounced about 2 feet in front of home plate. Was able to get his chest protector in front of it and saved the run in order to preserve the lead.
2 outs, runners on the corners. The pitch there from Nuki outside, 1-0 count for Moore. The lefty from Dana Hills High School, just recently graduated. One 0 count. As Middleton, he's going to go steal second. Del Villar going to keep that ball in the back pocket. So a stolen base there from Middleton. The second time we've seen a runner steal here in the top of the 5th inning. Manager Don Bray likes to be aggressive on the bases.
And that was a big jump from first base for Middleton. Nuki wasn't keeping him all that close. He stole second base easily.
2-0 count. Nuki deals. That's going to be up and away. As Moore up in the count, 3-0 with 2 outs, 2 runners in scoring position for the A's. Don Bray, assistant coach of the Power also. He won 2021 PSCL Manager of the Year.
That he did. Wonder if Nuki's pitching around Sebastian Moore here. None of these 3 pitches particularly close, and he's missed all of them in relatively the same spot.
Fastball gets in for strike 1. Three-one count for Moore. The lefty against a righty Nuki. Middleton on second, McKee on third, as that's going to get away from Del Villar. And coming in to score, it's McKee. And now we're tied up at 3 apiece here in the top of the 5th inning. As that was going to be ball 4, and Moore now going to be on first with Middleton at third. Go-ahead run for the A's just 90 feet away from home with 2 outs.
Yeah, that's a major break there if you're the A's, able to tie that game. Good base running as well, getting a nice walking lead down the third base line. Able to score easily on that wild pitch. And a chance to take the lead if you're the A's.
Nuki looks back over at first. Going is Moore. And he's going to slide safely into second. And the third time a batter has stolen a base here in the top of the 5th inning. And the reason why we're knotted up at 3 is because of the aggressive base running. With Irwin, he's 1 for 2 in the ball game as a base hit in the top of the 1st inning. Flew out over to center field as he's going to swing and miss. It's going to be a 1-1 count.
George, we've got action in the bullpen for the Bombers. The young lefty Avery Hubbard warming up out there.
1-1 count, 2 outs. Irwin going to hit that one up over into fair territory as Walker going to chase down Moore in a little bit of a pickle. And they're going to get him. And that's going to retire the inning. However, the A's going to be able to score as it's 4-3 in the ball game. And we're going to return for the bottom of the 5th inning in just a few moments. Welcome back. A little bit of morning baseball here. Opening day, PSCL. A's Bombers here at Palm Springs Stadium. As the A's have a commanding 4-3 lead here in the bottom of the 5th inning. And Evan, tell them why they got that run scored off, as we have Hagen on the hill for the A's, who's going to be filling in for Holmes, who struck out 11 batters.
Yeah, impressive outing from Holmes. Just about the play to finish the last inning, the bottom of the 4th. So we have runners on 1st and 3rd, 2 outs. Yeah, the ground ball over the 3rd base. Third baseman thought, okay, I have no play over at 1st. It's actually 2nd and 3rd, excuse me, to start that play off. The runner on 2nd base, not good base running right there. He elected to start running towards 3rd base, so he got himself in the rundown. Eventually, he was tagged out.
As that's going to be a hit ball up over to center field.
Nice play!
And making the play is Painter over in center field. A diving catch, going to be the first out. The bottom of the 5th inning, as the A's looking to hold on to their lead here.
Well, that was absolutely a tremendous play. Well, that was Braxton Riley out in center field. Oh, excuse me, Benjamin Bryan. Still an excellent play, though, making the sliding grab. But anyway, since it was a tag play to end the previous inning and not a force-out play, the run was able to score before the out was made. Therefore, the run counted. And now the A's lead 4-3.
0-1 count. Here's a pitch from Hagen. That's going to be popped up into the air over to left field. Irwin chasing it in the sun, gets underneath it for the 2nd out of the inning.
Nice play from Irwin out there in left field, ranging over to his right. A lot of room down the line in left and right in Palm Springs Stadium. That would have been gone in a lot of ballparks.
The catcher, Del Villar, stepping in the right-hand batter's box with 2 outs, nobody on. Bottom of the 5th inning as the A's have a 4-3 lead. Hagen, 4-seam fastball upstairs, going to be swinging a miss for strike 1 for Weinstein. He struck out in his last plate appearance in the 3rd inning. One of the 11 strikeouts for Holmes on the bump, who started things off for the A's. Breaking ball down low in the dirt, 1-1 count.
And if you're the pitcher, Jack Hagen, you got 2 quick outs here in the 5th inning. Looking to go right back to the dugout, record a shutdown inning after scoring 3 in their half of the 5th.
One-two count. Hagen delivers. Breaking ball, gonna get away, and that's gonna be out number 3. A quick 1-2-3 inning for the A's.
Exactly what you want for the A's. A nice shutdown inning.
As we're now gonna transition, top of the 6th. Due up next. Welcome back. Top of the 6th inning at Palm Springs Stadium. A's Bombers, PSCL opening day. Early morning baseball. As the A's are up 4-3, top of the 6th inning. Looking to extend their lead here.
Yeah, and something to keep in mind, these games are only 7 innings long, so it's getting late. So we start the top of the 6th inning. And a new pitcher, George.
Yes, it's going to be Hubbard on the mound for the Bombers, as his first pitch going to get in for a strike. And Benjamin Bryan at the plate, the righty from Lindenwood University, as he's going to foul that one back quickly, 0-2.
Avery Hubbard, native to Carmel Valley, California, a little over 4,000 people in that small town, close to the coast near San Jose, California.
0-2 count. Hubbard delivers. And that's going to be swing and a miss for the first out, as Bryan goes down swinging. As Jack Moulin comes to the plate.
That was some really good-looking command there from the lefty Avery Hubbard out on the mound. Did a good job going both in and outside, commanding both sides of the plate. They went with a breaking ball along the upper part of the strike zone inside.
Moulin from Regis University, 6-foot righty. 0-1 count with 1 out. And that's going to get off the face mask there of Viller.
Yeah, he spiked that ball. I went about 58 feet. He did that once or twice during his warm-ups. Perhaps one of those guys you might call effectively wild.
1-1 count coming up for Moulin. With 1 out, nobody on here. Top of the 6th inning. A's have the 4-3 lead. As Hubbard delivers. Going to be upstairs. A little bit of chin music there. 2-1 count for Moulin. Here's a 2-1, as Moulin going to foul that one away. Going to be 2-2 count with 1 out. Two-two pitch from Hubbard. That's going to be away. Going to be full count coming up, as Moulin thought it was going to be ball number 4.
Looks like a couple of the players for our next game, George, starting to show up. 11:30 or shortly after this ball game ends, the Blue Sox will take on the Chill to begin their PSCL seasons.
Full count, as Moulin going to line that one back, still staying alive at the plate with 1 out. Full count. That's going to be ball number 4 now. As this time, Moulin can get his free base. Going to walk it over to first. As now stepping in the batter's box is Braxton Riley. With 1 out, 1 runner on. A's looking to extend their lead. They're up 4-3. Hubbard gonna deal, and that's gonna be fouled back. 0-1 count coming up for Riley.
Bombers out in the field. They'll look to turn 2 with 1 out and the man on first base. No action in the A's bullpen. Nate Bandura, the righty, warming up in the bullpen for the Bombers. Perhaps he'll be pitching next inning.
Check back over to first. Mullen safe there. Oh, 1 count coming up for Riley with 1 out. And there goes Mullen as he's going to attempt to steal. However, Riley going to foul it back, sending Mullen back to first base. 0-2 count for Riley.
Perhaps a little hit and run attempt there, George.
That was the intent there from Mullen. Hoping Riley kept that in a fair play. The A's have been aggressive base running. They like to steal the bases. 0-2, as that is going to be chopped into foul territory. So Riley still alive at the plate with 1 out.
Yeah, the A's are fortunate that ball rolled foul. If that ball stayed fair, I don't think they would have had a chance to get Braxton Riley hustling to first base. Another check on the runner.
Still 0-2 for Riley, who's pinch hitting for Painter coming into the game. Top of the 6th inning. A's up 4-3. The 0-2. That's going to get away. And going over to second off the pass ball was Mullen. Puts him in scoring position now with Riley at the plate with the 1-2.
And not quite sure what happened there. It looked like that fastball just sailed from Hubbard. Just went right over everybody's head for the wild pitch.
Fastball there just got off the glove of Villar. 1-2 count. The pitch. That'll be chopped right back into the glove of Hubbard. And the throw over to first in time for the second out of the inning. However, Mullen now safe on third. Puts him closer to scoring position.
Yeah, Mullen went on contact on that play, even though Hubbard was able to glove it. Didn't look like Hubbard was able to see Mullen going to third base because he could have gotten him in a rundown and maybe cut down that lead runner. Second time we've seen somewhat of a play like that, with a man on second base electing to run on a ball hit to the left side of the infield. If you're a runner on second base, the general rule is if the ball's hit towards your left shoulder, then it's safe to run towards third base. If it's hit towards your right shoulder, you need to wait until the ball goes through the infield, or maybe try to move up on a throw to first base.
0-1 count coming up for Waits. And a fastball there getting inside. And he's down on the count 0-2 with 2 outs. This is where the A's were able to do most of their damage in the top of the 5th inning was with 2 outs. Mullen on third, as that's going to be a breaking ball down low in the dirt for 1-2 count.
If you're Jack Mullen over on third base, you just saw that pitch bounce in the dirt, good block from the catcher Del Villar. But you saw a wild pitch earlier this inning. You want to get a good walking lead, try to score an insurance run if the ball bounces away.
Another breaking ball for Caleb Waits, 2-2 count for him. The freshman at Feather River College. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here, top of the 6th inning. A's up 4-3. And that's going to get Waits looking for strike number 3, and that's going to retire the inning, leaving Mullen, the lone runner, on at third. And as we're going to transition to the bottom of the 6th inning when we return. Welcome back. Bottom of the 6th inning. A's up 4-3.
Now, we said it earlier, but it's getting late in this ball game, George. 7-inning games, 2-hour time limit, possibly 6 outs to play with if you're the Bombers, trying to tie this game up and even try to take the lead.
Hagen still on the mound for the A's here in the bottom of the 6th inning.
He's thrown one scoreless inning already. Trying to throw another scoreless inning in order to keep the lead intact.
Yeah, a quick 1-2-3 inning for Hagen in the bottom of the 5th. Deals again, popped up into the air into left center. As Irwin getting underneath that one for a quick first pitch, 1 out play there.
Looks like Toby Yoshida, the batter there, just missed that pitch as he sent it out in the air fairly well towards left center field. Few of the balls we've seen hit in this game, George, could see some long balls this season at some point, even with these big dimensions.
0-1 count coming up for Frazier. Following off the leadoff hitter from Yoshiba. As that's going to be swinging a miss, strike 2. Frazier down in the count 0-2. Hagen and Holmes have been really a power duo for the A's on the mound. As Holmes had 11 strikeouts. That's going to get away. Wade's going to throw it over to first. And leaping over to grab it with the extension there, it's Bryant. Two outs here, bottom of the 6th inning. A's up 4-3. Holland at the plate for the Bombers. Hagen delivers upstairs.
Holland had a big hit earlier for the Bombers, shooting a ball down the left field line to drive in a run. Now they need him to try to get on base with 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th.
Breaking ball getting in for a 1-1 count on Holland, who had a huge RBI single. The ball game that could have been a double. It was a very long single. 1-1 is the count. Here's a pitch from Hagen, as it's going to be fouled back, making it 1-2 with the A's up 4-3 here, bottom of the 6th inning. The 1-2. Hagen kicks and deals. Going to be down low 2-2.
Now, a bit of a sneaky delivery there from Jack Hagen. It's a very smooth, a little bit of a slower, free and easy delivery. And that ball looks like it's getting on the hitters a little more quickly than they're anticipating. And he's been very good so far at repeating his delivery on the slower pitches.
As that's going to be popped up and in the air in the left field. Irwin getting underneath that one. He's had a busy inning so far. Another 1-2-3 inning for Hagen. As we now go, top of the 7th, as the A's up 4-3. Welcome back to beautiful Palm Springs Stadium. Top of the 7th inning here. A's up 4-3 as Skull going to lead things off for the A's. And new pitcher on the mound. The fifth pitcher we're seeing for the Bombers is Bandura on the bump. Kicks and deals. Going to get in for strike one. Skull 1 for 2 in the ball game. Had a huge double that he ended up scoring as well in a very heavy hitting top of the 5th inning. Is that's going to be lined up over to Walker at third, and the throw, he's not in time as Skull is safe, ran it out, and the longest throw on the diamond there is Walker threw that one from his knees.
Well, that was absolutely a tremendous play from Walker over at third base. Ball down the line, made a tremendous dive to go get it, and bang bang play at first base.
That's why you always run it out there, Evan, as Arriaga at the plate. The pitch going to be fouled off. Excuse me, now batting is going to be Jack Hagan. Saw Hagan on the mound as well. Been pitching 3 innings. As a check back over, not in time, as Skull safe there, but Hagan been pitching really well for the A's here this morning in the ball game. As he's a guy who can do it both.
Oh, caught him leaning. Wow, that's a break. Caught the runner leaning, had him in a rundown. Ball was dropped over at first base, though.
Yeah, it looks like just took his eyes off the ball there as it was in the transition between glove to hand. 0-1 count coming up for Hagan with no outs, 1 runner on. Here's a pitch. That's going to be a hard hit. Ball right over in a second.
Oh. I think Ishida forgot. Ishida looked like he forgot the outs. Or maybe he thought he caught it. So according to the umpire, the ball hit sharply at second base. I think Ishida thought he caught that ball in the air. And with the runner going to second, he was going to go over to first to get the double play. According to the umpire, the ball hit the ground. So you have a man safe at second. Now they're going to talk it over. George, it looked to me like that ball hit the ground and Yoshida trapped it.
Yeah, it did look like a hit off the infield.
Now what's going on here?
I think they did call him out.
Looks like they're going to say there was a catch.
So it's going to be 2 outs here, top of the 7th inning. A's up 4-3.
So 2 outs. I guess the home plate umpire had a little bit of a better angle.
Christopher Perez at the plate for the A's. Freshman at Frank Phillips Community College. As the A's down the final out, they're up in the game as that's going to be popped up into the air to Winton over in center field, and that's going to be out number 3. And that's also going to be the ball game here as well as a PSC. Oh, excuse me, I'm mistaken there, as it's going to be bottom 7 as Bombers get one more shot to go. And they're down 1 run, so it's going to be a really good ball game here, Evan, and when we return. Welcome back, bottom 7th inning. Bombers looking to tie it up or even take the lead here in their final chance, as the PSCL only plays 7 innings.
Now Jack Hagan's still on the mound for the A's, looking to complete the old-fashioned 3-inning save. He's gone 2 scoreless so far as he gets set to start working in the 7th inning.
And that's going to be popped up over, and that's going to go out of play. 0-1 count, however, coming up for Gonzalez. Hagan been doing 1, 2, 3 innings the last few innings as well. And he even got a chance at the plate, grounded out though. Here's the 0-1. Upstairs corner. 0-2 count coming up for Gonzalez.
Good piece of pitching from Jack Hagan, getting ahead 0-2. We've been saying that a lot, especially for both sides. Getting ahead 0-2, 1-2. So many options when you get ahead in the count. You can afford to waste a pitch, like Hagan did right there, bouncing a ball.
1-2. We've seen only 2 pitchers for the A's versus the 5 we've seen for the Bombers. Here's a 1-2 pitch. Just a bit outside, got on the outer half of the strike zone there. 2-2 count.
Nobody warming up in either bullpen. This is Jack Hagan's inning, and this is his game to finish off.
Here's a 2-2. Going to be popped up into the air, fouled off. That's Gonzalez staying alive still at the plate. Two-two pitch. Going to be chopped off into foul territory. Long at bat here from Gonzalez here in the bottom of the 7th inning.
A little bit of a battle here as we get set for the 7th pitch of this at bat to lead off the bottom of the 7th inning.
A's up 4-3 here in the ball game. 2-2 count, no outs, nobody on. Here's a pitch. Once again, fouled back.
Now here comes the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Bombers need a base runner, trying to tie this game in the final frame.
Hagan kicks and deals. Gonna be chopped up into the air over into shallow, and that's gonna bloop in for a base hit for Gonzalez.
That's a really nice piece of hitting from the lefty Gonzalez. That pitch was running away from him on the outer part of the plate. He just served it out to shallow left field to give his Bombers a leadoff base runner.
No outs. Here is Winton at the plate.
Now you wonder if Cooper Winton will try and lay down a bunt, move the time run to scoring position. He's going to try and do just that.
He's going to go off into foul territory.
That's not the best looking bunt attempt right there. Especially, you know you're going to try and give yourself up. You want to square around really early, get your hands way out there, try to catch that ball and deaden it into the ground. That time it looked like Winton tried to jab at it a little bit more. He got underneath it and popped it up foul. You wonder if he'll try it again with 1 strike on him.
0-1. Gonzalez on first. No outs here. Bottom of the 7. Here's a pitch. Going to be popped up into the air.
It's going to be a tough play.
Riley getting underneath that. And that's going to be the first out. It's Riley making the diving catch over his shoulder for the first out.
That's another really nice running play from Braxton Riley. We saw him make a really nice sliding play coming in on the ball earlier in the game. Got an excellent jump on that ball, hit out towards the alleyway in right center. It could have easily been extra bases, but he ran it down for the first out.
1 out, 1 runner on. Bottom 7 as the Bombers down 1 run. Showing signs bunting once again. The Bombers are.
It's strange to see a bunt attempt with one out here in the inning. It'd be common to see with nobody out. There goes the runner.
The throw. It's in
it's a
time.
dead
Yes,
duck.
it is. What a great throw there from Waits behind the plate for the second out. Now nobody is on base for the Bombers as they're down to their final out of the ball game.
You know, I like the idea of trying to steal second base there. But it was a great pitch to throw on for the catcher Caleb Waits, and he delivered a one-hop strike to nail his man.
1-2 count coming up for Paul Gonzalez. First time we've seen him. Bats lefty, throws righty. Freshman of Monterey Peninsula College. The 1-2. Breaking ball down low in the dirt. 2-2 count for Gonzalez. Hagan delivers a 2-2. Popped up into the air. Left field, Irwin
He's got a beat on it.
gets underneath that one for the third out. And that's going to be the ball game. The A's get the 4-3 win over the Bombers here in opening day in the PSCL. As that was a big game there, as they were once down 3-1, able to score 3 runs in the 5th inning that helped them put them over the edge and get the win.
Well, George, we saw a little bit of everything today. We saw some terrific starting pitching. I liked a lot what I saw from the bullpen. A lot of quick innings. Pitchers did a really nice job getting ahead in the count. We didn't see a whole lot of walks today. And we saw some timely hitting. Couple mistakes here and there, some wild pitches, a couple pass balls. But ultimately, we had ourselves a really enjoyable, a smooth 4-3 game opening day here for the Bombers and for the A's. And it looks like it'll be a very strong season for both teams. There's a lot I like from both of these teams.
And that'll do it from us up here in the booth. Make sure to stay around as we will be broadcasting the Chills and Blue Sox game in just a few moments here. And that'll do it. George Hathaway alongside Evan Schmeiser. Thanks for tuning in. And A's got the 4-3 win here on opening day.